Hello everyone, it's your girl Shine. Today I'm back with another video and I am so excited, you guys. I am so excited because I am doing a review on the drama. Now listen, I know that it's only been a week by the time y'all seen this. I'm actually just seen it first day out, literally just a couple of hours ago. But I am super excited to review the drama. I have a lot of things that I wanted to say and I want to talk about. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. So first I'm going to start off by just giving a brief overview. Keep in mind this video is not going to be as structured as my typical videos just because of the fact that I just watched it. The drama is about Emma and Charlie. They're an engaged couple getting ready to finally get married. And then one day they're told to tell their deepest, darkest secret. See, we did this thing. Now, the worst thing. All of it goes normal besides what Emma says hers. Are you? And her secret unravels in many ways. The thoughts and questions of their marriage, her friendships, and everything in between. The drama described as a romantic comedy, but is it really? Now I'm about to get into my review. Now this review is going to contain spoilers. So if you guys have not watched it yet, please go and watch it and then come back right here. So to start off, this movie was so good to me. I enjoyed this movie so much. I do typically enjoy A24 films. This was really, really good. And I can say like I really enjoyed it. Now if I was to rate it like out of 10, I'll probably say an 8. A good solid 8. I think an 8 is really good. But I honestly love the writing and I love the whole break. I love the way that they broke down kind of the emotions of him figuring out like, okay, my girl might be crazy, my future wife might be crazy. I felt like, okay, in realistic, I get it, they did it for the movie. I understood that. Realistically, Rachel, you shouldn't have gone to that wedding. If you're gonna drop out being a bridesmaid, you should have dropped out of just going to the wedding, period. Because to then go and just be weird the whole entire time, I thought was strange. We'll call it Charlie. You sat there and like completely treated her in such a disrespectful way. And it's like, I understand your concerns. I 1000% understand that, right? But then the fact that she told you her whole story, I don't think she should have told this story. She could have said something else. She could lie. She could have made up something, right? But she was drunk, so I do kind of understand that. But she should have had told this story, especially to somebody whose family member was a victim of a school shooting. It was a lot. But the fact that she did tell her story about like how she turned around, she became such an advocate, she got friends out of this situation and everything. It was just one of those things where it's like, realistically, there are people like her on a day-to-day basis that you just don't know that have thought about it and just never went through with it because of X, Y, and Z. That's the realism. That's the realism of it. But I just felt like they completely ruined her day, and that would have frustrated me so. Like I kid you not, we would have canceled because not only did he cheat what was it, the day before the wedding or a couple days before the wedding, he cheated, but then he sits there and embarrasses her on the wedding. Like, I'm sorry, that would have really made it call quits for me. And I get it, like movie premises and everything like that, but that would have made me just not want to marry you no more. But yeah, I felt like this movie did move fast though. That's one of the things. I feel like plot wise, maybe it should have slowed down at one point, but I just feel like we went from point A to point B so quick. How another A24 niche that I noticed in a couple of their films that I watched in the past was that they have this although it's written as a romantic comedy. Now I might check, but last time I checked, it did say that it was supposed to be a romantic comedy. They never get into like the real drama. I mean, I want to say drama or like the real horror aspect that they be trying to portray it sometimes. Instead, they just build up tense, and that's their unique part. They like to build up tensity. It doesn't work all the time. They are very, very good at making you feel uneasy, and that's why you feel that feeling of terrified. Bringing it back, I did want to say that it works with the drama because realistically, it's not supposed to be something that's horrifying. It's supposed to be something that is uneasy. It's supposed to bring an uneasy feeling. So I do think that it works with this. And it also brings me to the next point of the new movie that's coming out, The Backrooms, which I am excited for and I do want to watch, is because I'm interested at what they're going to do with that. I think it will work very, very well because the original Backroom story is that it does give an uneasy feeling without necessarily being terrifying because they're technically aren't monsters, but that's a whole nother argument. Hey guys, I'm actually back. This video is being taken like the next day afterwards. But I did just come up, like, this is why I don't do film reviews super early, because I always want to come back and I want to say some more, but this is gonna be it. Just a couple points that I seen and I noticed, especially because now everyone's talking about it, everyone has watched it, everyone's giving their opinions, and I just feel like, dang, like I should have talked about this, I should have said this, right? So it's just a couple things. Starting off with Rachel, I just feel like I really didn't get to talk about her that much, but it's a couple things I did want to talk about when it pertains to her character. First of all, everyone's saying that she's such a hypocrite, which on a level she is. Yes, what she did was trifling, what she did was wrong. You locked a mentally ill person, someone that you deemed as slow, but then wanted to take back later to seem like he was just this morally high person. You locked him inside of a closet that was in the middle of a woods that he had to stay there for at least a good almost 48 hours in the closet when he could have died easily of like starvation, etc., etc. Or just because the fact that he does have mental illnesses, God knows what could happen. The fact that nothing bad did happen to him, that, oh, you're on this moral thing. But at the end of the day, it's like with her story, yeah, she never went through. And not only did she not go through, but she actually became an advocate for anti-gun violence. Like, she was so against gun violence. And I think that's kind of where it was. Yes, you do have the right. And I feel like a lot of people are missing this whenever they do talk about Rachel, is that she does have the right to feel a certain type of way. She 100% does, especially when she has a family member that is a victim of uh gun violence. Yes, she does have that right to sit there and say, like, hey, I think that that's crazy. I think that that's wrong. But you can't pressure somebody for telling a story. Then when they tell a story and it doesn't match what you wanted them to say, now all of a sudden it's an issue. When in naturality, you went to that wedding just so you can embarrass her. That was your purpose. You wanted to go to that wedding so you can embarrass her, so you can treat her a certain type of way, so you can make her feel uncomfortable. When all in all, truly, you could have just said, hey, I'm sick, I can't go, not showed up in general. And you showing up and making not only her, but multiple people uncomfortable. And especially when you wanted to do your speech and gave up so many backhanded compliments, you're a clown and you're so low class and it's not even funny. Lastly, this is like the biggest thing that I did want to talk about, is the fact that everyone was talking about the twist. The thing is that there's a difference between a twist and a plot point, and this is exactly why I said I feel like a lot of if you guys do follow me on my Twitter, I literally talked about you can really tell the difference between people that actually know film in the industry versus people that watch a lot of movies. For example, her having that plan of being a school shooter, that was not a twist. That's not a twist. A twist is we're already 75% in the movie, 60% in the movie, and then there's this big shift where we're learning some information that's like, oh my God, shocking, right? When we learned that, we wasn't shocked only because we were still learning the characters, which means that was a plot point, right? Hold on with me. That was a plot point. That was a device for us to still learn, okay, what this movie is going to be about. This movie had no twist. It just didn't. It didn't have a twist. The reason why they hid that plot point for us, because most movies do tell us what the plot point is going to be, especially because that is the main whole entire thing outside of, oh, this is a movie about a wedding, is because there's nothing else interesting about this movie besides that one factor. Once we learned that factor, once we got past, like, kind of learning about her past and everything, that even led her to wanting to be a school shooter, the movie became uninteresting. This movie essentially was just about, and I was talking to my friend about this, is that this movie was simply about getting a second chance. That's what the whole premise of the movie was about. You just need to kind of learn about movies, and you need to actually like understand what it is to script write, what it is to write a movie, what it is to know about plot points, what it is to know about what a twist actually is. The biggest twist may have probably been the fact that what's his name cheated. And that's just the truth. And that's exactly why I did rate it what I did rate. Because a lot of people are like, well, it was so good. It was so good. And I understand that it is a good watch. And I would watch it again and again and again because it actually is a really good watch. But in the same sense, it wasn't much to it. I mean, after literally the first plot point, it was just kind of like, okay, well, they're going to figure it out as a couple, you know? Anyways, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to spoil everything, but please, if you guys have watched it, let me know in the comments down below. I'm super excited to see what you guys thought about it. If you guys have any feelings, what y'all thought about what I said, do y'all agree with some of the things that I said? And are you guys excited for the Backrooms? Let me even know that. That'll be for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment down below.